Hey, I'm back with No Frills Hi-Fi. Continuing my cable exploration here. I've got some new XLR cables that I just got in from Audio Art Cable. These are the IC-3 E2 Cryo. They're 1.5 meter cables. Go ahead and get one of these out, or a set of these out. So I did buy or get a couple of pairs here, but really, I've been super impressed with everything from them so far. I haven't plugged any of them in yet, but will be shortly. But I got to where I just, I change stuff around a lot. I need a lot of cables, and I've done some experimenting with different cables, and I found that I feel like there is a difference between cables. I mentioned in my other videos, and I'm going to say it again because I know I'm kind of starting a fight here, but I hear a lot of people say cables don't matter, it's snake oil, all that kind of stuff, but I feel like I've heard the difference. You just can't really beat good quality cables. There are a lot of high-priced cables that are not good quality. There's a lot of really cheap cables that actually sound pretty good. So, you do want to kind of do some research. If you're looking at something like this, Audio Art Cable is a great company to deal with. I talked to the owner, Rob Fritz. You can contact him on the website, and he actually asked me about my system, what kind of components I use. Of course, that does change a lot, but he really took the time to talk to me and figure out what would be best for me. And I thought that was really cool. Most of the time you just order something online, you never really talk to someone. If you're lucky, you can chat with someone online, but usually they don't really know what they're talking about. But these are all handmade by Rob. He's the guy that makes these, so he knows his stuff. These are a cryogenically treated cable. So I am going to read from this like I did in my other videos because I'm going to get it wrong if I don't. But Cryo undergoes a patented process, deep cryogenic treatment, stabilizing the wire's molecular structure, resulting in superior conductive properties. So this translates into pinpoint sound staging, enhanced rhythm and pace, engaging dynamics, and articulate-based performance. I thought that was really cool because I hadn't really seen that before. I'd heard of it, but I'd never owned a cable like that. So definitely wanted to give that a try. These are silver-plated OFC cables in the core. They do have a, 24 karat gold plated pins. These are copper alloy connectors, and they are fiberglass insulated. They really go through the paces to make sure that these are the highest quality cables known to man. Really just super impressed. I mean, it's like looking at a piece of jewelry. They do look great. They snap together real smooth. They are a little tight, but they're new. And they're not too tight. I didn't struggle too much with it. But one thing you do want to notice or note when you are looking at these cables and when you use them, they are directional. So you do have this heat shrink tubing right here with company name on it and the model on the back. And they do have an arrow pointing that way. So this end would plug into the source. I think that's pretty obvious on these cables because just the type of connector, they kind of only go one way. But if you're buying speaker cables or RCA cables, they're the same way. So you do want to pay attention when you're plugging these in. These do take about 170 to 200 hours to burn them in. You can order these from their website burned in already. They have a machine that does that. I opted not to do that because I kind of wanted to see if or how they change over time, kind of see it for myself. I've had a lot of XLR cables over the years, and I've got to tell you, I have never seen anything like this. Not just as far as my eyes are concerned with the way they look, but just the thought and research that has gone into producing these. These are handmade by Rob. So it's really cool to see a company like that where the owner is so engaged and really just cares. I talked to him on the phone. He's the kind of dude you could talk about audio stuff for hours and probably not learn half what he knows. Just a really, really good guy. Seems like a really good company to deal with. And that means a lot to me. A lot of times, I'll order cables and, you have no real way of knowing what you're getting or talking to someone beforehand. It was really cool that they took the time to do that. I'll put a link to everything in the description, but just know that if you don't see a length or configuration that you're looking for, they do custom orders too. So you can get these made up pretty much however you want, which I thought was really cool. Make sure. Also these connectors, they are not crimped on, they are soldered on, and they use Mundorf Supreme Silver or Gold solder, depending on what kind of cable they're using or what kind of connectors they're using. So I looked that up because I'd never heard of that either. I don't really solder a whole lot, and if I do, admittedly, it's probably like Harbor Freight stuff, if you're familiar with that. So I looked it up, and it seems to be kind of the high-end industry standard, which is really nice. It's all super pure, so you don't get a lot of oxidation or corrosion or resistance in that. So, even the stuff that you can't see inside, they pay a lot of attention to. So I would say these are probably just as beautiful on the inside as they are on the outside, but I won't be taking them apart. But yeah, I appreciate you tuning in, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And like I said, I'll put all the links in there, so check out their website. I appreciate it, and we'll catch you later.